Today's topic is about post-transcriptional modification. So in this post-transcriptional modification, first already we are knowing that what is transcription, DNA to RNA formation. So the mRNA form and release from the DNA template is known as the primary transcript. It is also known as a heteronuclear RNA or the hnRNA. In mammalian system or in our body, this mRNA undergoes extensive editing to become the mature RNA. Whatever the primary transcript that is called hnRNA, that will undergo so many changing and making a mature RNA molecule. These modifications are endonuclease cleavage, poly A tailing, 5' capping, methylation, removal of intron, and splicing of exon. And splicing of exon means simple connecting together of all these exon molecule of the RNA. So this processing occurs mainly in the nucleoplast. It is not only for the mRNA but for tRNA and RNA as well. While in opposite to that mammalian, in bacteria, mRNA is not changed and translation of mRNA start before completion of the transcription. So that is quite difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. First modification we will look that poly A tail on the mRNA. So mature mRNA have around 250 nucleotide poly A tail on their 3' end. Now this poly A tail thought to protect mRNA from degradation by 3' exonuclease enzyme. So basically this enzyme is present and that have tendency to particular break down that nucleotide from that 3' end of the RNA, and that can be protected by adding multiple adenine. The older the mRNA, the shorter the tail because of this activity of the enzyme. In the picture it is explained from the template DNA, nascent RNA is generated. Once there is a cleavage signal, multiple adenine group is added. So this multiple adenine group is giving protection. For the cleavage by specific endonuclease enzyme, for the adding of this tail by poly A polymerase for the making of poly A tail on mRNA. So finally polyadenylated mRNA precursor is generated. One more modification, that is 5' capping on mRNA. Now this 5' capping is also important. 7-methyl guanosine residue or that molecule joined via 5' bridge to transcripts initial 5' nucleotide. So whatever this mRNA is generated over that 3' end, we have seen that poly A tail, but over the 5' end there is a 7-methyl guanosine molecule will attach. So in the picture it is shown there is a particular 5' end of the mRNA. Over that one molecule, that is 7-methyl guanosine, that is blue color, is attached. Why this name 7-methyl guanosine is given? Because over this guanosine structure there is a methyl group is attached, so it is name given 7-methyl guanosine. It is attached with the 5' bridge. So there is a one 5', second 5', and they are attached with the help of this phosphate bond. So that is 5' bridge. So transcripts initial 5' nucleotide. Now cap, basically this 5' cap protect mRNA from degradation as well as useful in recognition of mRNA. That is the most important function of 5' capping by translating machinery simple over the ribosome. Further, that it is given summary that primary transcript, so specific cut by this endonuclease enzyme, then poly A tail and 5' capping is generated. This all thing is mostly occurring inside the nucleus. Then removal of intron. So the primary transcript containing coding region, they are called as exon, while in between this exon interspaced with non-coding region, and they are called as a intron. So in the picture it is shown that there is a exon molecule, they are the coding region, while non-coding region they are called as a intron. So this intron, particular this yellow color segment sequence are cleaved and the exon are spliced, means this blue color will be connected to each other, so combined together to form the mature mRNA molecule. So this formation or joining of these two exon, particular snRNPs are needed. So the primary transcript combine with the snRNP to form the folded complex called as a spliceosome. Now This process needed ATP. So splicing is an energy requiring process, and finally all exons are connected with each other and mature mRNA is generated. This all process is occurring inside the nucleus. Finally, methylation will occur, but this methylation is mainly done in cytoplasm. So methylation over the mostly 6 nitrogen of adenine residue, and here in picture is explain that particular this adenine molecule is there. So this adenine is attached over the ribose sugar, and over that adenine mostly methylation will occur over the 6 nitrogen. Further, this methylation is also occur over the 2' hydroxyl group of the ribose. So here there is a ribose sugar is there, and in this ribose sugar mostly over the 2' carbon there is a methyl group is attached. So that is called a methylation. So you have to remember that methylation is occurring over the adenine and ribose molecule of the RNA. So finally, in summary, first DNA, from the DNA primary RNA transcript is generated. So that transcription, after that transcription, that primary transcript is mostly longer in size and weight more than 1 crore molecular weight, while from this primary transcript adding of 5' cap and poly A tail is occurring. They have own significance. Now once that intron and exon, then RNA splicing will be occur. So removal of intron and all exons are joined together and for finally making of mature mRNA. Now this mature mRNA is about 10 to 20 lakhs only. So previously we have seen that primary transcript molecular weight about 1 crore, more than 1 crore, while mature mRNA that is about 10 to 20 lakhs only. So there is a 80% cut from the primary transcript to the formation of the mature mRNA. So finally it is exported from nucleus to the cytoplasm. Now inside the cytoplasm methylation will occur over the adenine and ribose sugar, then finally translation will occur. So that's all about the post transcriptional modification.